I can't see. Where'd Abby go?
That's 10 people.
It's still 2. Okay. Counting me, so we're good.
Soccer is the most popular sport in the world. Before the World Cup in the summer of 2018, around 43% of people in U.S. cities said they were interested or very interested in the sport. Meanwhile, other countries' interest ranged anywhere from 60 to 90%. With the growing nature of the sport, especially in the U.S. and China, many new fans can find themselves not understanding certain rules, especially tackles, handballs, and the most misunderstood rule, offsides. Soccer in the U.S. always had a misconception of being soft because tackles were less aggressive than footballs. That misconception came from a lack of knowledge of the sport and would be juxtaposed to saying basketball isn't aggressive because they don't tackle each other, which obviously just isn't the case. Slide tackles are unique to soccer, and they have their own rules on what is and isn't legal. They can still be seen in the game today, even with the intense scrutinization this rule faced in the early 2000s. The new rules on this type of tackle included they couldn't take place from behind an attacker, and you couldn't do them with your cleats upright in the air. Tackling like this is very tricky and can easily result in a foul, or even get you a yellow or red card. These two cards are similar to technical fouls found in basketball. A yellow card is just a foul, but also serves as a warning, while a second yellow or a red causes a 1-game suspension, along with your team playing a man down for the remainder of the current game. Another rule that is confused often is handballing. This rule also faced some changes in recent years. Before 2016, anytime the ball touched a player's hand or arm, it would draw a foul. But now, unintentional touching of the ball is not called. Before this rule change, many defenders would even stand with their arms behind their backs when defending in the box. But now, as long as the offending team doesn't gain an advantage and their arm is held closely to their body and is not outstretched, it won't draw a foul. Lastly, the most commonly misunderstood of the entire game is offsides. Many young players and many fans don't understand it themselves, and it will almost always cause confusion and frustration when it is called in games at a lower level. FIFA ruling states that the offender is offsides if the player is nearer to his opponent's goal line than both the ball or the second to last opponent when the ball is played. This means when the ball is passed, the player must start behind the last defender and the goalie. This rule easily gets confused, especially when players are compacted near the touchline on a corner kick or when the play happens to bring it there. The assistant referee, the one that stands on the sideline, assists with these calls. His main focus in these situations is to check where the furthest attacker is on the field in relation to his defenders. All in all, the confusion behind these rules causes much unneeded confusion and frustration, and hopefully with a better understanding of the game of soccer, it can be just as popular in the U.S. as it is elsewhere in the world. And my sources are a Bloomberg article, the FIFA rules, and the U.S. Soccer Digital Coaching website.
Here, I don't think I got everybody. Let me show that there were 10 people here. So,
Yes, sir.
is Tanner still over there?
They walked out.